Chapter reading from grade 8 ICSE board, and the chapter's name is India's Heroes. India's Heroes. The students fidgeted and shifted in their seats as Mrs. Rita Barwa entered the classroom. She gave them a few seconds to settle down, but an air of thrill and enthusiasm prevailed. "Let us begin our lesson for today," she addressed an eager class 8A. "How many of you are ready with your speeches? On what would you like to be when you grow up?" All 40 hands went up in unison. Mrs. Barwa beamed. Clearly, this assignment had not been a drudge. "Wonderful," Mrs. Barwa said. "Remember that it does not have to be a profession. You can also speak of someone whom you'd like to be like. Maybe a role model or a mentor. You may even talk of a particular trait or quality that you admire in a person and wish to emulate." A crackle of sheets was heard as students hurriedly arranged the pages on which they had written their assignments. They were eager to speak in front of their classmates. It was Ajit Baswa's turn first. He spoke of how he wanted to become the best cricketer in the world. Sachin Tendulkar was his idol. He was followed by Gayatri Chhabra, who said that she wanted to be a social worker like her mother, and Sanjay Damle elaborated on the thrill of flying an airplane with the air and clouds as his terrain. The class listened in rapt attention as one by one the children spoke about actors, sports stars, politicians, and so on. When Kabir got up to speak, his hands shook slightly and beads of perspiration appeared on his forehead. He was not accustomed to facing the entire class and speaking out aloud. He knew that he did not have a flair for making speeches. However, he had worked hard on his assignment and had written it from the depth of his heart. It was different from the others, as it did not focus on any one person, profession, or quality. It was a combination of traits and people from different walks of life, people who had stirred Kabir's heart. Clearing his throat, he began, "When I grow up, I want to be like Lieutenant Colonel Sankalp Kumar, who was martyred fighting militants at Uri, Jammu and Kashmir on 5th December 2014. A hush fell over the class. "When I grow up, I want to be brave like Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, the young National Security Guard, the NSG commando, who laid down his life fighting the terrorist in Mumbai in November 2008. Kabir continued. There was pin-drop silence in the class. No one moved. No one uttered a word. All of them kept looking at Kabir without blinking. Sandeep Unnikrishnan had made up his mind when he was in class 3 that he wanted to join the army. When he joined the army, he served 2 tenures with his battalion in counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations before becoming a part of the NSG in January 2007. Major Unnikrishnan was deployed on the 27th of November to clear Hotel Taj of terrorists. On entering the hotel with his team, he engaged the terrorist in a fierce gunfight. When one of his commandos was hit in the exchange of fire, he arranged for his evacuation. Even though he knew that his life was in danger, Major Unnikrishnan went after the terrorist. Courageous Sandeep told the rest of the team, "Don't come up, I will handle them." He followed the terrorist who had escaped to another floor of the hotel. A fierce gun battle ensued, and he was hit by their bullets. A hero had fallen. Kabir paused. By now, every eye was focused on him. They wondered what would follow. Everyone had been allotted 3 minutes, and Kabir had only spoken for a minute. Although it was recess, the students of class 8A were oblivious to everything. They were all ears as Kabir continued. "When I grow up, I want to be like Vishnu Dattaram Jhende, who was an announcer with the Mumbai Railways for 10 years. On 26 November, he heard a loud explosion at one end of a CST platform and saw that some people had bloodstains on their clothes. He guessed that something was wrong and used the public announcement system to tell people to use a different exit. Despite the threats to his life, he stood his ground and guided the people to safety. When Kabir looked up, he noticed that Swati's eyes were moist. He suppressed a sob and continued, "When I grow up, I want to be fearless like the anti-terrorism squad chief Hemant Karkare, who pursued the terrorist in a jeep. He was gunned down by terrorists near Kama Hospital along with his valiant comrades DIG Ashok Kamte and Vijay Salaskar. Hemant Karkare spent his life fighting terror to make our future terror-free." Kabir now had goosebumps on his arms, and Mrs. Barwa was looking down. She did not want her students to notice the tears that had welled up in her eyes. Kabir went on, "When I grow up, I want to be compassionate like Mohammad Tawfiq, a young tea vendor who was among the first to help transport the injured to St. George Hospital. When I grow up, I want to be selfless like Sandra Samuel, the Indian nanny who saved the life of the 2-year-old Moshe Holzberg. Sandra saved Moshe when Nariman Point was attacked. Both of Moshe's parents were killed in the attack. When I grow up, I want to be like the caretakers of the Kabristan, that's the cemeteries of Mumbai. They refused to allow the dead terrorists to be buried there. They proved by their resolve that terrorism has no religion, and the only true religion in the world is love and respect for all human beings." Iram's eyes swelled up with tears and she asked with a choked voice, "Who are terrorists, ma'am?" Mrs. Barwa dabbed a handkerchief to her eyes and said, "Terrorists are people like you and me. The only difference between us and them is that their goals are misplaced. No person in his sound mind would kill children as they did in Peshawar. No sensible man will kill or gun down harmless people like the terrorists did in Paris. Terrorists have no nationality or religion. They only have hatred, and that is what they spread." Kabir's heroes were courageous because they cared. I am sure that like them, all of you will become pillars, upholding the virtues of peace, tolerance and selflessness in an India that will one day be free of terror and lead the world. Meanings from the textbook. In unison means together, drudge, uninteresting task, emulate, copy, flair for, talent or ability for. Ensued, here in this chapter it means followed. All ears, that means listening with complete attention. Suppressed a sob, controlled the need to cry. Name the professions that the children before Kabir spoke about. Why was Kabir nervous when it was his turn to speak? Why did Kabir say Vishnu Chhende was a dutiful man? Do you think Hemant Karkare was fearless? Give your reasons. What role did Mohammad Tawfiq play during the attack? Kabir's description of what he wanted to be when he grew up was very touching. Do you agree? Why? Give reasons for your answers. Why did the quality of bravery impress Kabir? Name 3 qualities mentioned by Kabir that you would like to make your own. Why?